Hello, how are you today? I thought I would make a quick video. I am in the process of shining up some of the clasps of some markers that I have. These have been around and I haven't used them lately. So they get a little tarnished because the clasps are sterling silver plated. Now, during 2020, there was a time where I couldn't find the sterling silver plated, so they were just regular ones. But I have them back in stock now. Sorry about that. So I'm using sterling silver again, but they get tarnished just like your jewelry does. So I thought I would show you how I freshen them up a bit. So I'm going to turn this down, push this down a little bit. So I have a glass container, or you can use plastic, it cannot be metal. And then I've got aluminum foil that I've kind of crinkled up a little bit and put in the bottom. And it already has some baking soda in the bottom. Like I said, I've done this before, so these are residuals of another one that I've done. But what you do is you take your clasps, or your markers, and you put them in the baking soda. Make sure they are touching the metal. Okay? They have to be touching the metal. There's going to be a chemical reaction that happens when I add boiling water to this. Which is over here. I'll get this. So as I add the boiling water, you're going to see it bubbles. I may have to add more baking soda since I'd already used it. But there it goes. You can see it kind of bubbling up. And there's a chemical reaction happening because the sterling silver gets oxidized. And if you're using it all the time, say you have a piece of jewelry that you wear all the time, it won't get tarnished because the oils from your skin will keep it from being tarnished. But when we have stuff that we don't use all the time and don't touch all the time, it will get tarnished. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the metal at all. It's just tarnished. So I'm going to let this jiggle around a little bit. You want to make sure that when you put this in here, you agitate it a bit and you move things around. You want to make sure that you use a wooden or a plastic utensil to move things around, not metal. So same as the outside of your, I guess you could use glass too if you had a glass rod, but I doubt that many of you have those. So I'm just going to let this, sometimes you have to do, depending upon how tarnished it is, sometimes you have to do it a few times. But these weren't too bad. Now I'm going to, this is just plain water. So now I'm going to take these and just clean them off in regular water. And then I have a cloth. If you have a silver cloth, that's fine. And if you have just a regular cloth, soft cloth, that's fine too. And then I'm just going to dry them off and kind of rub it a little bit. And what that does, it takes all the oxidation off. This kind of loosens it up, and this will remove it totally. So now it's all bright and shiny again. Whoops. Now, this little piece that holds the marker, that will not change. That is just the color of the metal that it is after going through being in the flame and also in the kiln. So that is not going to change. But if you notice that your clasps are. Now the ring markers, they're just, they will not tarnish. It's just these clasps. So keep an eye out for that.